Hey, this is Julia. I hope you're having a great day today and welcome back to my channel, or just welcome if you're new here. Remember to like and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you so much for watching this video. Today we are creating another build with the new Werewolves game pack. So today's build is this werewolf family home. I created this using only werewolves, cottage living, and base game. This home is actually really big. I can't even remember when was the last time that I made a house this big. So it's not even like on that big of a lot. So the lot size was 40 by 30. But this home has 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. There is also an office and a separated dining room. And there is also basically like 2 living rooms because there is like the main living room downstairs and then there is kind of like another upstairs. So yeah, it's a very big build and the rooms are definitely not like very small. They're like really big actually, and that was like a bit of a challenge for me, but I really love how they ended up looking and I really enjoyed doing this build even though it was like a lot to do. But yeah, I still like it. So I imagined that in this home there would live a big werewolf family. There would be parents, 1 toddler, 1 baby, 2 kids, and 1 teen. So on my standards, that sounds like a huge amount of Sims. Every time I play, it's like 4 Sims max, but usually I play with only 1 or 2 Sims. So that would be like a very huge family for me if I would play with them. So yeah, I don't know. It just feels so weird when I'm just so used to making like smaller families and smaller homes. But yeah, it's interesting to do it the other way sometimes. So my idea for this home was originally not to make it this huge, but I don't know, that's just how it turned out. Once I did the exterior, I actually thought like, I'll just leave it as a shell since I don't have a lot of time because we are leaving tomorrow to visit my mom and I still have another video to finish as well. This was luckily a pretty quick build, even though there was so much to furnish, but yeah, I don't know. I think it helped that I was still so excited about this pack and it was like more easy for me to build when I was like feeling super inspired. And I don't know, the house shape was just like really easy for me and I really enjoyed like making everything for it. And yeah, it was just like very enjoyable and I'm so happy with how it turned out and I really hope that you guys will like it as well. So the color scheme for this build was lighter than for my previous builds using the new pack. So I used a lot of white and wood tones. For other colors I mainly used like beige and green. I decided to do screenshots instead of a tour for this video as well, but this time it was not for my game lagging, but simply because I was able to save time that way, and I actually really liked how these screenshots turned out for my last video, so I just felt like, well, let's try it for this one too. And you know, I can always go back to making tours if I don't like the screenshots, or if my viewers don't like the screenshots. You can tell me in the comments what do you think of them. Would you like to rather see a tour or screenshots? I know I asked that in my previous video as well, but I just wanted to ask you again if someone didn't see that one but you're seeing this one. So I would just love to hear what you think of that because I want to make content that is very like enjoyable for everyone. So yeah, let me know what you think of that if you want to tell me. So yeah. Landscaping for this build is very natural looking and there is a lot of it. I've tried to kind of create a similar landscaping for all my builds in this world and I'm really loving it so far. I just think that it looks so good that they're all like kind of connected in a way. And I think that the overall look for the builds that I've made for this world is like very similar, and I'm just in love with that because, you know, it's very nice to have like similar looking builds, so they all just blend in together. I actually just realized that this is already my third build in this world, so there is only 2 lots to create if I want to make the entire world. I really kind of love that there is so little lots in here, so it's easier for me to like create like entirely, because you know it's a lot to create if you have like 20 lots or something, but when there's just 5, then you know it's not that big of a deal. And yeah, I don't know, it just kind of makes me happy, even though of course I would always want there to be more lots, because you know then you can make more builds and be even more creative. And yeah, it's always better to have more lots, but you know it's just, I don't know, finding something positive in having like a small amount of lots in a world is, you know, just that it's easier to fill it up. So this home is definitely from like the better end in Moonwood Mills. Kind of like the family might have some really important jobs and such, and they probably make a lot more money than all the basic residents here. And when I say this, I still know that this is kind of like worn out looking, but you know, I don't think that in a town like this anyone would have like a super fancy house. So yeah, even though I imagined them to be like much more wealthy than other people in this world, I still thought that they would still be, I don't know, kind of humble and not have like that fancy things. So the floor plan for this home turned out so well. It has like a nice flow to it. I made the kitchen, living room, and dining room a bit more open by taking off wall pieces and creating these like doorways by adding pillars. I really like to do that for my builds when I don't want like an open concept but not completely closed look either. And I think it works so well, and yeah, I don't know, I really love doing it for this build especially. Anyway, I cluttered this home a bit, but it does have less clutter than my builds usually do, I think, at least. I'm not exactly sure. I think it has like a bit less clutter, but it's still like nicely cluttered, so the build looks more lived in, you know, exactly the kind of look that I want my builds to have. I always want my builds to look a bit like they're lived in and like super cute looking, because you know that's just my vibe and I always go for that. So yeah, that's just something I enjoy for my builds. By the way, I had a lot of fun creating all the kids rooms because I love all the items that we got for kids rooms in this new pack. They look so cute, especially the toddler bed and the bassinet. Also the wall sticker things, I'm not sure what to call them, but anyway, they look adorable, and I think I actually used them for all the kids rooms in this home, and that just tells you how much I like those. Also, I really love some of the like wall art that we go with this new pack, and I just keep using it for my builds like so much. Like I overuse it, but I just can't help it. It's so pretty and I want to use it. And yeah, you know, whatever, I like to use it, so that's how it's going to be. So I wanted to mention that the bathrooms in this house are very simple, but they're still very nice, and I'm super happy with how they turned out. And a little bit about the bedrooms also. So for like the kids' bedrooms, I tried to add like some elements in there, like that would tell what the kids are like interested in. So I know that for one room I added some like artistic supplies, and I think for one room I added like a guitar or something, so that kid would probably be like musical or something. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing that. So there is like some kind of idea for what kind of family could live in here, even though I didn't think like too much about it yet. So I was first thinking of making this home with only the werewolves pack, but I just thought that it will turn out so much better if I'll use cottage living as well, and I'm so happy that I decided to do so. I feel like those packs worked really well together for this build, and I love the overall look of it. And I think that many of the rooms in this home would be like missing so much if there was no like the cottage living items, especially the fireplace just added so much look to the living room and also the master bedroom. By the way, I forgot to add a high chair when I was filming and taking screenshots, but I did add it later so the toddler can eat as well. I feel like every single time I make a house with a toddler's room, I just don't remember to put in a high chair. But yeah, I don't know, I forget things. Some other things that I keep forgetting are the mailbox and a trash can. It's just impossible to remember those, you know? I don't know what it is about that, but I just can't remember. But anyway, we are almost at the end of this video, so I really hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and also remember to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye bye!